Good morning, everybody. So we just hiked up a pretty tall mountain. We've already started. We're about 1.5 miles in. I'm only gonna do like 11 or so today, but figured we'd do this video too and just tell you that we're probably gonna merge the rest of the 100-mile wilderness into one video. So I think everything you're gonna see from here in this video is gonna be all from the rest of the 100-mile. Just a little worried about the battery pack. We need to make sure we have enough service so that we can find our food in a few days and get a ride or get home. We'll get a ride to the hostel after that. So we're gonna conserve a little bit. We'll take some photos, take a little bit of video, and we'll just see the whole 100 mile at one time. Talk to y'all soon. There's so much moss up here. It's like, can you see how much this ground is moving? It's so soft. So we just took a 0.75 Blue Blaze, so it's gonna add about 1.5 miles to our day, but we get up here and we get a view of Katahdin. So that's Katahdin right there, that's where we started. And there's a lake down there. It was supposed to be rain, they said like 100% chance of rain today, but here we are in the sun and we saw the sign that said Katahdin View and we figured we had to do it. So as long as it was sunny, we were gonna be able to see it. Worth the climb. Good morning. This is the morning of day 4. My campsite was right there, and whoops, didn't notice this big, tall, dead tree. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I'll make sure I'll check better next time. And Nathan, packing up the rest of his stuff. Got about 13 something today. Probably won't show much, like I said, running out of battery. Need to make sure this battery pack lasts me at least one more day and then I can switch battery packs. But I think it's gonna be close, so. But we'll check in. I think we got some views today, so we'll make sure we show you the views and anything else that might be cool. Talk to y'all soon. Just came out of a section, and a lot of people have asked about this, but this is what I'm talking about. We are in the middle of the 100-mile wilderness, but there are little logging roads that go through occasionally. It's the first one we've seen, but I know there's another one, at least where our food gets dropped off. So there's a few ways out if you absolutely had to. This is pretty neat. This is the AT right alongside the old lake. Going that way. So this is the trail. I just want to show there's so many roots and rocks. You have to like watch every step. You're stepping up and over something or on something. Look at all these roots. All day. Sorry, it's just the end of the day and my legs hurt, my feet hurt, and we start getting grumpy at the end of the day. Look at this. This is crazy. We're going like 1 mile an hour just to get these last couple miles into where we're gonna stay. Ah. This is the morning of day 5, and it's gonna be a wet one. I'm sitting in the shelter, so we camped near the shelter. And it started raining last night around midnight, and it hadn't let up, so we've had some great weather so far, so I can't really complain too much. It hasn't rained at all. You saw it on the first day. It rained for like 5 minutes while we were coming down Katahdin, but then it hasn't rained yet, so we got some today though. It's gonna be wet. I actually just picked my whole tent up out there and moved it into here so I can pack up under the shelter. Yeah, there you can see the tent in the shelter. I got that hanging kind of dry. Nathan's still packing his stuff up, but he's got that rain fly, so he can pack everything up completely dry. He's gonna pack it all up, bring it in here, and then he'll go get the rain fly. So we're just kind of packing up, hoping that this rain lets up, and I don't think it is. But yeah, we've got supposed to do about 15. Man, yesterday my feet were hurting, my knees were hurting, especially at the end of the day. But feel better this morning, like every morning. Every morning we started off, feel great, we're like ready to go. And then by the afternoon, it's like, man, we got to get to camp, and it's just, the afternoons just drag on. But we got 5 more full days of hiking before we get a little break in Monson. So we're gonna pack up and head on out. This is actually the trail today. You can see right there's the marker. So we're going down a river. Nate, you going first?
I guess.
Still dry.
I'll struggle.
What's up, everybody? Checking in at the end of day 5, right?
Yeah.
And it was not a pretty one. Rained on us all day. We're sitting under Nathan's tarp because there's a shelter that we came to, The last 2 nights we had shelters completely to ourselves. Nobody was there. We didn't use them though. We just set up because it was nice. Today it's raining. And we were like, oh, we'll just use the shelter. We get here, it's completely packed. There's people everywhere down there. So we had to come up here. I had him set up his rain fly, and then I put my tent under it, and then we spun him around, so he's gonna be in between here in a minute, but we're just gonna cook and eat dinner under this rain fly. It's as dry as we can get. And then I think it's supposed to rain again tomorrow, but we'll see. Right?
Yeah.
Was it a fun day, Nate? Oh well, we'll check in tomorrow. Morning of day 6, more of the same, still soaking wet. I just went in and put all my wet clothes back on because we're gonna get wet again today. So everything is back on, it's all soaking wet, but I was drying the tent. So hopefully that stays dry enough where tonight we can camp again if we need to, because the shelter's probably gonna be full again. I know probably 4 or 5 of the guys down in that shelter are going the same way we are, so we got to pick our food up in a few miles. Then we're probably doing about 11 or so, maybe more. We'll see. That's Nathan getting his stuff backed up. But I guess this is what it is. So we just came out. We just had to cross this river right through here. So like right over there is where the AT comes down. And we just had to cross right through there. Got about to the knee, but it wasn't too bad. It was a little cold though, but that's the view. Check out this view over here. Probably way prettier if it wasn't raining. All right, what's up everybody? I bet you didn't expect to see us in town already. So here's what happened. The last video I showed you of that river, we were supposed to walk across that, and that wasn't happening. It's rained so hard in the last few days. The rivers are completely swollen and impassable. And we got down, we actually saw a guy almost drown right there.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So we got down to it. We met up a few other guys that were sitting there trying to figure out what to do. So we just turned around. We backtracked 5 miles back. We got picked up and taken back to the hostel where we started. We're gonna spend the night here. It stopped raining, so hopefully the rivers start coming down. So we're gonna go back, but they're actually gonna take us to the other side of the river tomorrow. And then we'll go back, we'll look at the river again, just so we do all the miles. And then we'll head back. And the next river crossing, I mean, we've done like 8 or 9 of them already.
Yeah, a bunch.
So the next one will be in a couple of days, or at least a day. And it has stopped, it's supposed to stop. So we should be okay. We shouldn't have to run into this again. There's a puddle here we're trying to miss. But that's the recap. The first bit of the 100 mile. We've done like, I don't know, 60 something, about 70 miles. I got a few more to go before we get to Monson, but so we get a little break. We did get a shower. We do get clean clothes, which is pretty nice.
Very nice, not being wet and miserable.
We ate a lot of food. Look at this guy with the hat. He looks like a stranger, doesn't he? You get the hat for the bug net, but yeah, so it's all going well. But that's the recap on the last few days, and we'll check back in later.